Next, we've got a panel comprised of Kade Crockford, the ACLU of Massachusetts, Katrina Fitzgerald of EPIC, and Nathan Tamulus of CPCS. Kade Crockford.
Thank you so much, Chair. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kade Crockford. I'm the Director of the Technology for Liberty program at the ACLU of Massachusetts. We are very pleased to be here today to ask the committee to favorably report House Bill 135 and Senate Bill 47. This is legislation that would strengthen regulation of facial surveillance technology in use by government agencies in Massachusetts. Facial recognition is dangerous when it works and when it doesn't, and there are many indications that the technology is, in too many situations, not ready for prime time. There have been numerous studies, including one done right here in Massachusetts, that illustrate that facial recognition technology can exhibit very serious racial, gender, and age bias problems. But even when the technology works, there are very serious civil rights and civil liberties concerns raised by its use, particularly among government agencies. You are probably aware that last session, the House and the Senate, thanks to important work done by leaders on this committee and the committee itself, enacted very, very strong face surveillance protections in the initial version of the police reform legislation that was sent to Governor Baker's desk. Unfortunately, the governor rejected that section, and what eventually passed was a compromise that stripped a lot of those important protections from the bill. So what we have currently in the law does not go far enough to protect racial justice, privacy, civil rights, and civil liberties. One of our primary concerns at the ACLU is that we ensure that this technology is never used by government officials to track or catalog the movements, habits, and associations of people in public spaces. If it were to be used that way, and I should say, to our knowledge, that is not how government officials are using it today in Massachusetts. We would like to keep it that way. If that were to happen, it would facilitate government tracking of people's political activities, whether they go to a political fundraiser, attend a political event or a rally, seek substance use or alcoholism treatment, seek reproductive health care, and many, many other things that we do all the time in our daily lives that ought to remain private from government intrusion. So the bill before you strengthens this piece of state statute currently on the books in a number of ways that we sketch out in detail in our written testimony. And I'll just leave it at that. You guys have had a very long day, so I appreciate all the work that the committee is doing, and I appreciate your public service as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kade, and for your work on the commissions as well. Much appreciated.